sexy souls. How are you all doing? Welcome to Weird and Woo Woo. I'm weird. We get a little bit of woo woo, okay? We're going to be pulling some cards today to see if there's a message. We are doing the weekend tarot reading. The way that this is set up is it's kind of like the weekend ahead. So, whatever weekend is coming up for you, um, it's either going to be an event or something that is happening this weekend, something that is kicking off this weekend, or just a message that Spirit wants you to have by the weekend in order for you to digest it, I guess. So, all right, they're already picking out a deck. So I did not get anything too preemptive other than just I really spent extra time today clearing energy and also honing in, like clearing out my mind. So that might have something to do about what the weekend's would be about, or maybe a suggestion. But for you to do this weekend, I don't know. We'll see. They're harping on me to go ahead and start, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start. I do apologize. My air conditioning unit is like the loudest thing in the world. We have to blare my TV, and it creates almost too much background noise. That it's like when it goes off, it's like, oh. See, there is something about clearing the mind because even I'm on a tangent and I'm going like when it stops, it's like everybody's like, oh, like the constant, and it's like it suddenly gets quiet and it feels like there's relief. So you might be getting some mental relief this weekend. Let's see. Wow. Somebody might be clumsy. You've been clumsy. Scatterbrained a bit. The Nine of Swords. So there is a lot on somebody's mind. It feels like a lot of noise in the brain. Three of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles gives me this creation and building. Ace of Pentacles is I'm really feeling like I feel like building money is what I want to say. Building some kind of financial stability. Seven of Swords. I feel duped with this. Feeling duped. Or not wanting to be duped, or wanting to see things correctly. Like I want to know the truth of the matter. That's where I'm getting with this. Seven of Swords. And then the Knight of Wands. Ace of Pentacles is the overall energy here. I do feel like this is finances. I feel like this is finding like a particular financial path. The avenue in which finances or money can come to you, or how they'll grow. Something that actually has potential. Nine of Swords with the Three of Pentacles is I feel like an immense level of frustration around trying to get this thing to grow. There may be a particular craft that you are just overwhelmed by. Like I get because the idea of the Three of Pentacles is creating something. Like when I tell you that fucking air conditioning unit right now is getting on my fucking nerves. Oh my god. I don't like it's irritating me. There's something that's just irritating you. Something you've been attempting to build, attempting to grow, attempting to be like I feel like creative solutions to something, attempting to be fruitful. Like you want something fruitful, and it's just absolutely. I don't even feel like I've got fears per se, although maybe there's just so much. Here's the thing: it feels like there's so much in regards to anxiety surrounding money and hear surrounding money that it's become this one monotone background noise where you can't even decipher what the fear, like it's just an overwhelming fear. Like there's no singular specific thing or list of things. It's just the overall inability to grow, expand financially. Okay. I don't, the Seven of Swords is just feeling so duped. Like, am I lying to myself? Have I been lied to? Do I not even understand like, how to, like, maybe there's just this utter lack of understanding and feeling easily duped into believing something. Did I act too impulsively? Am I just lying to myself? Am I just going after shiny things? Okay, we're going to get some clarity here. Something feels elusive. But you. So at the bottom, they pointed out in this particular deck, the Seven of Swords, it literally says unstable effort, inconsistent. I feel like there's so many things, so many aggravations in somebody's life that they are, it just becomes one great big background noise and almost like a ball of energy. Like you're carrying the weight of the world on you. There's some lack of consistency. Knight of Wands would be, he's the one that's like, shit or get off the pot. He's my shit or get off the pot. Like, there's a slight ruthlessness to him. He's just gung-ho, go after it. But he can be a bit of an unstable energy because he's quick to burn. He's quick to like act, so therefore he's quick to burn out. And so it's kind of like he's my shiny thing, shiny thing, shiny thing. Oh, shiny thing, like boom, 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 boom. Moving on to the next thing, he has a level of impatience. I'm trying to figure out which one he's reflecting here. We have the Queen of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Moon. You can't see something, you can't see a particular path being beneficial or working out. You can't see it. You can't fucking see it. Queen of Swords usually can see everything, but I feel like her sword is drawn. She doesn't have sufficient enough information or feedback that says this is going to be beneficial. She's quick to cut out the Page of Pentacles. Something might have promise, because I feel like the Page of Pentacles is holding. So this is kind of like not being able to, like failure to launch, like not being able to get beyond a certain point because it doesn't look promising. I feel like somebody has been stuck in an initiation phase for some time. You've been stuck in this initiation phase. Like, I should have moved beyond this by now. And the Queen of Swords is kind of like, if it doesn't serve me, cut it out. And it's not serving you right now. Something's not serving you. But the moon is, oh my God. You hear? I hope y'all could hear it. I have the mic set so you can't hear background. But oh my God, that just stopped. I can actually hear my own voice. I think that's the thing. Like, you can't hear your own voice. If you have too many responsibilities and too many, you know what I mean? It's kind of like those things will drown out your own voice. Like I may need to be more consistent, but I also need something right now. Like I need a financial win right now, not later. And unless something comes to me immediately, it's like you can't tell. You have your sword. You're just so quick to ready. You're ready to cut it off. You're ready to cut it off. I don't know what you've been doing, what you've been looking at, what you've been contemplating, what you've been thinking about, an avenue in which you'd want to. You can't seem to get something to grow. Um, you can't seem to get something to bear fruit. You know, pop off. And so you're kind of like the moon is just giving me like you're contemplating the idea that it'll never get out of initiation phase. It'll never get beyond this. Like I must be fooling myself. I'm the one feeding myself this delusion. Okay. I wonder what this. I was gonna ask. I want to know about this Knight of Wands and the Six of Swords came out, and it's like a need to get to moving. So he is the shit or get off the pot kind of a situation. I feel like saying if you're gonna cut this out, cut it the fuck out. Just cut it out and go a different direction. Just do something. Make a decision and follow through with it. Six of Swords is there's this need to get a move on. Two of Cups. Like consistency, and at the bottom of this one it says earn success. So there's something about really giving it. See, I don't know though. I don't know. I think you putter out. You have the yes, the gusto, the whatever, but you putter out. It's like you can only go so long without reciprocity from whatever. Like when you pour your energy into it. Like if I don't have some kind of reciprocity, is what it feels like. Then I putter out. I can't keep this flame going. I can't keep this enthusiasm. There we go, going for this drive, this desire. Um, um, it gets squelched really easily. And that's the reason why this sense of unstable effort, because it also feels like but it doesn't pour back into me. So there's is unstable effort on the other end of whatever it is that you're pouring yourself into. Something is unstable and you're like, is this, am I just lying to myself? Something's not, it doesn't give you the stability that you need, that you want, that you desire. um but there's also this like needing to hit the ground running and hit it hard and get to going. And it's almost like spirit's like, while you have this flame, like maybe you would start something and you spend most of your time in the energy of excitement that it dwindles instead of in the energy of creation. And so it's kind of like when you get this wind, you need to gung ho it, like hit the pavement running kind of situation. Get to moving. That is the only way you're going to have success. And so I feel like they're saying you need to just fucking do this shit or get off the pot kind of situation. Make a decision and then all in, because Knight of Wands, he dives headfirst in. And that's how you will earn success here. Like you need to dive in. What does that even fucking mean though? Because to me it sounds like they're like exacerbate yourself now on something that's not reciprocal. That's what it sounds like. And to hell with all these other worldly fears and are you fucking kidding me? That's not how the real world works. Because while they're trying to, like, people have responsibilities. People have other people they look after. I'm hearing this magic moment, but it doesn't feel like love. I said not necessarily. So something that you're supposed to come into alignment with, that you're supposed to come together with, requires you to shit or get off the pot, like to really dig in deep and to do this shit, to really get going on it. There was judgment on the bottom, which is like you need to fucking make up your mind and do it. Either answer the call or don't. With this little tippy toeing into the energies and being like, like you need to fucking hit the pavement running with whatever this is. I get it though. So like my question is like, what if when you have, okay, we need to talk about the Nine of Swords. Is this irritating my soul right now? Spirit, it is irritating my soul. We have, these aren't just based off of bullshit. This is based off of real stuff, okay? These fears and everything, like that's like seriously. Like, there's real shit happening in the world today. People can't afford rent, they can't afford food. So you want them to do this with what resources? With what guarantee? Because it feels like, honestly, like you're gonna do without until you have. And how are you supposed to hit the ground running with no fuel? Because these fears will absolutely kill. These fears and anxieties and whatever it is will kill any sense of creation, enthusiasm, desire. They'll squelch it out. Maslow's, or whatever, the hierarchy of need, like sense of security comes before creativity. Right? Fucking judgment came out. You are being called to do this. I feel like you're just like, I have too much. I'm carrying the weight of the world. And it is crippling my ability to create. I just heard innovate, expand, build, connect. Like, okay. So how do I do that when the fire's not even there? Fire's not even there. I don't know why I want to, like, there's this feeling of, like, I'd rather just lay there and cry. Like, I go to do a thing. I go to put myself into something, and the weight of the world just makes me feel like I feel a 4 cups, apathetic. It's not even worth it. Why even try? And it's not victimhooding. It literally is, I don't have anything in me to do this. I don't have anything in me to do this. But they come out with fortitude, which is the strength card. And justice. It's like something paying off. It will pay off. Hold tight to this, like hold tight, it will pay off. I don't know why, I just want to be like, are you going to pay my rent? Are you going to, I don't know. It feels like putting your energy into an area that doesn't feed you in any sense of the word. And feeling on the brink of starvation, so you lack the fuel to do something. And so you can't, like, why is this expectation? It just gives the fucking, pull yourself up by your bootstraps when you don't fucking have any. I don't have that left. It's like, okay, I'm going to put this up and I'm going to pull a different deck. Era Elements. they're giving me with this one with the Queen of Swords, where she's like, I'm ready to cut this out. It's like something's right on the brink. Page of Pentacles, you don't see it. And I just want to be, I feel like then saying, then why isn't my existing efforts enough? Oh shit, there is a fated event that's meant to happen. Oh, this is probably the worst time, Spirit, to give them some kind of overall froofy, fluffy, fated destined event is going to save you. Like, I'm getting irritated with this because the Hanged Man is this lack of passion, this lack of enthusiasm, this lack of desire, drive, creativity is about to change because some kind of fated event, that's 2 major arcana, some type of fated event, Tower moment, is meant to happen that results in you being the Empress. She is the epitome of creation. She is the epitome of inspiration and enthusiasm, and being alive and thriving and abundance. And so it's kind of like focus and follow through, King of Wands. Just do it. Five of, like, they want you to push through this sense of defeat and this mental anguish that you have around something, around this. Knight of Wands, hit the ground running. Head first, jump in. Don't hesitate. The thing is, the Knight of Wands has both the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands have this fire about them. It fuels them. It's like you're out of fuel. How do you get a card to go without fuel, Spirit? Ace of Wands. This is supposed to be the fuel. There is. It's supposed to be. Why doesn't it feel like fuel right now? Why doesn't it feel like fuel? Because you're expecting perfection, Four of Wands. You do still have desire for something, but you feel in the state that you're in, you give less than stellar. Like, you don't do a good job. Like, it's not. You don't buy it. You don't like the quality of your craft or whatever it is that you're doing. And you would never put less than out there. It's like all you need is something to bring attention to you for the things that you do exceptionally well. So they're giving me 2 scenarios. Okay? It's like being an influencer and putting the dumbest shit out there. Like, just put something, even if it's stupid, and you're like you really cannot stand that, and it's requiring you to participate in something that you feel is out of integrity. Like, you only want to put the really good quality, but they're like, you're going to be wasting your time. You know, those people that spend like 5 hours and they're like, I only got 200 views on a video, and it's like, save your good quality when you actually have traction. it's like you don't want attention for less than good quality. You feel like you're lowering your standards, you're lowering your capacity, and to do less than makes you feel, I don't know, you don't feel creative. It squelches something. It just, um, it feels hokey and stupid. You're also giving me like somebody who crafts these major, intricate furniture designs that have hidden little whatevers, and it's like, but it's summer, and to keep yourself sustained, it's like you need to bring people over to your booth or over to your um, store. And so you find something really mainstream popular, even though that's not your target. Like, it just feels like you're having to compromise yourself. That's why. Four of Wands. And they're just like, just start somewhere. I just get the idea, like, those big chairs that Adirondack or whatever they're called, chairs for summer, and it's like anybody could do that. Your skill goes way beyond that. You feel like it brings a lack of integrity to whatever craft or field to do so, but it's what gives you some traction and brings and pulls people in so they can see the other stuff. You're like, I don't want to do the hokey dumb shit. I actually have talent. But if you're making those really intricate like furniture and like there's that's a much more niche audience. Although that could grow. The people who love that, who find it accessible and would buy if they even knew it existed, but they got to have something to draw them in. And so it's kind of like you could grow that. But right now, it's not what grabs people's attention. And that's where that oppressive feeling is. You're it's kind of like you're creating for nobody right now. But if you had a crowd that were like pumping you up and telling their friends and people talking, it's like the momentum would grow. You wouldn't be growing you all by yourself. Like sometimes we think, oh, some magical person's going to come in and that's what's going to help me. And maybe it's your community, a tribe, people, right? A network that, through word of mouth, spread the word about you. And so it's kind of like maybe that's what you need. You need okay, so it feels like somebody's worried about bringing in the wrong crowd and that they're the ones that sing the praises. And it's like then you're niched into an area that you don't like. These stupid Adirondack chairs when you have this table that folds and does really, and it has all this intricate woodwork on, it's like, why would I want to bring, because that's not my audience. That's not who I want. That's not who I'm building for. So you have a lot of resistance to, because you're like, I'm going to get sequestered into that shit and not really be able to focus on the craft that I truly enjoy and connecting with those. So there's still that question. And that's a good question, Spirit. I mean, that's a good statement. Like when you get, like we've seen actors get pigeonholed into certain roles because they took, and so now they're just typecast, you know what I mean? And that's what you don't want. You don't want people who only want you for this shit because you're like, that's not even the thing that I desire. So how do we... It'll grow. They're saying it can grow. Page of Cups is filling your cup up, having some kind of reciprocity, and then the fish pops out. There's something more to it. It'll grow. You can morph it into something more. So just add that to the list of fears of, no, I'll get typecast. That's what it is. You don't want to get typecast. So you stick with doing something a certain way, and you believe now that there's not an audience for you, whatever your craft is, whatever it is that you do. And so you're kind of half in, half out. That's where the unstable effort is. Like, they'll never see me for me because I'm doing this shit to appease to some kind of mainstream bullshit. You can have victory. You will be successful in growing it and expanding it and building on it, which was 3 of Pentacles. It'll be more, but you've got to at least get a base going, which is also what the 4 of Wands is about, having a stable foundation, creating that stable foundation. And so it's not doing what you desire, but putting yourself out there and giving other people something that they already desire, and then luring them in and exposing them to something new. So create your base, okay, and expand. And you can be successful in that. Once your cup is full, once you feel, again, I'm just going to say a sense of reciprocity, like you're not doing it for nothing, you can then morph it into what it is that you want. You can build it, grow it, and bring in more. I just heard take them for a ride. They think they're coming for one thing, and take them for a ride. Show them something else. So this would be something you feel spiritually inclined with, something that when you're doing it, you feel the most connected. And it's wanting to do that and share that with the world, right? It's like, well, that's what I want to put out there. That's it's not just something that I enjoy personally. It is something that I want to share and put out there. And I feel like create as a business. So this is somebody who really wants to do something. Like, that's what I would be known for. You get to build your structure however you like. But a lot of foundations are the same. Let's just be real. The foundation for a house tends to be, building the framework, laying concrete for the foundation. Like there's certain steps that everybody takes to create the foundation, but that doesn't mean every fucking house, every structure looks the same. It's funny because this is the 4 of Cups, right? Which is the apathy we were talking about, but it's also, it's not the 4 of Cups. That's the seals. This is the 4 of Swords. So this is, letting go of the perfectionism of how something needs to be right now. Like laying that mental burden down. It's kind of like operating within the system to then dismantle the system so that you're not like the status quo, the way things are. Like you enter into the box to then dismantle the box. Like you don't have to remain boxed in. But I feel like whoever you're meant to reach, they're in the box still. And you get to kind of invite them out. You like this? What about this? It's like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, but you gotta catch their attention. You gotta meet them where they're at. You gotta meet them where they're at. So, okay, I'm gonna leave this here. Yep, that's it. I hope this finds whoever it's meant for. I hope you have a fantastic, wonderful day, and I will see you all at the next read.